Today is the 10th of July. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning when I just finished my daily Supreme Master TV work, all kinds of work. And I went out to get some rainwater for washing, and a beautiful little bird person came right in front of my tent, perching on a little twig of the medium-sized tree, young tree. Most of the trees around this tent are young and small bushes, but many of them are very big and tall, so tall you have to really strain your neck to look at the top. The bird person perched there for a while, and I took notice, and I said hello and waved and all that. It was a she, and she didn't get scared, didn't fly away. And I asked her if she had any message or something she wanted to tell me. And she said yes. She said, peace, disturbing, zealous goals are gone. And I said thank you. And she added on, saying, please worry not. I said, no, I'm not worried, not too much really. There are many other things that occupy my mind, more than just worry. But it has nothing to do with peace-disturbing zealous ghosts. And then she flew away down onto the little path where I was just doing clean up for the morning, next to the bucket of rainwater. And she was not scared. She stayed nearby and wanted to drink the water coming out of my shower. I said, no, don't do that. It's dirty. There's a stream nearby here, next to my tent. Go and drink. She was not afraid. And I was worried my water is not clean, with the kind of muddy shoes and everything. So I kept shooing her away, and I felt terrible. I said, I'm sorry, don't drink this water. It's dirty. It looks so muddy also. And I felt so bad because she just brought me good news. And then I just shoo her away like that. So rude and not considerate. I hope she understands and forgives me. Oh, she told me now that she forgave me. She told me afterward that she forgave me. I still feel bad though. I still feel bad. I'm just recording some small things. There are many other things that I cannot record, nor can I tell you, maybe a long time after. It hasn't been raining for a long time, and my rainwater here almost run out. Hopefully they said that in around 10 days there will be rain. Hopefully enough rain for me to have store water to use for a long while until the next rain comes. I was thinking to ask God's permission whether or not I can do some rain ritual. Well, God told me no, that we should not force the rain gods and teams to do things against the pattern of the world, that they should make rain or not in some certain situations and regions. But nowadays, there's a lot of rain, too much in some places and too little in other places and none elsewhere. The situation of our world is really dire, and I just don't know how to tell the humans anymore about limiting their karma output in order to get better merit intake or merit income. It's so difficult. In my heart, there is so much pain, that I couldn't help faster. Last time, King Sai said that Kuan Yin will help to make peace last long. And so I told you guys, okay, we will meditate and dedicate some of our Kuan Yin hours of meditation for peace. That's what I thought that he meant. Later he told me, no, it's not like that. He said that the people in any country or any world should practice Kuan Yin, then they will have forever peace. Oh, then I thought, wow, then I understand now. I understand better now. Because I was always thinking that I could never rely on the world people, as they are so, they have been poisoned so deeply, just like being drugged or being fed too many sleeping tablets so that they could not wake up. They could not listen to what I say, even though I'm talking in plain language, not difficult to listen to, not difficult to understand. Oh, I can never understand why humans cannot understand logical talk, simple talk, the truthful talk. And that I guess I will never understand. But I'm too pained. I feel so pained by their lot that I can't think of why they don't understand anymore. I just feel so the urgency in my heart every day that, oh my goodness, they still have not all become vegan, not to talk about following me to practice the Kuan Yin method. Ah, yes. Now I understand why King Sai mentioned Kuan Yin. I thought he meant we should do Kuan Yin. It's just my automatic thinking, that okay, we have to do more meditation for the world because King Sai mentioned Kuan Yin. But actually what he meant, just what he said, was that everyone in the world should follow and practice the Kuan Yin method. And now I know also because our Kuan Yin method includes the vegan way of life. And that is why the vegan way of life alone is already a world saver, if you will. But if everyone practice the Kuan Yin meditation method, awaken your own great self inside with it, by the grace of God, then of course all our powers together in this world will be tremendously, tremendously, tremendously powerful, immensely, immensely, immensely huge. Oh dear, I don't know if that day will happen before I die. So this time I do not want to come back anymore. Yes, all the masters know that saving humans is more difficult than saving animal people. The animal people understand quicker than the humans about logic and blessing and all kinds of virtues and goodness. Like some time ago, before when I haven't met my dog people for a long time, going around the world or lecturing and all that and coming back. And when I took them out for a walk, I just say the same thing like before. Because when I first took them out, they dragged me, Two dog people dragged me. And I thought, why is this now? No? You forgot what I taught you? So I told them again, remember, heal, stay. And if another one is busy with his own private business, then the other one would wait, as I told him. Wait for your brother or wait for your sister. And then we will go again. So they take turns to wait and are very cooperative. But I don't have the fortune to be with the dog people all the time. So when I'm away, the different caretakers take turns to take care of. Because of going to different places, there are always different people who take care of my dog people. So they didn't train them the way I do train them, and the dog people forget. But when I came back, they got used to it again right away, on the same day. Yeah. And even if I told another assistant to talk to the dog people the same way, they understood right away. They give no hard time or anything. As long as, the attendant or assistant is willing, the dog people will listen. They will know the cooperativeness is very good for them. But I'm not sure if, for example, if I've been with an assistant for a long time and trained him or her for a different way, and somebody else came and trained him for a different way, there are too many trainers. I wonder if they even remember my training. Maybe they do, only if I'm with them when I came back and I remind them. And recently, it has been reported to me that my dog people are feeling more peaceful and not afraid anymore now. So they become more lively and natural like before. During the wartime, sometimes I saw them, sometimes not. And when I wasn't there, they were very afraid. So I had to talk to them a lot, very, very often, inside and also on the phone. When I call, I ask the dog people, assistant, to put their iPhone very loud so that when I talk, the assistant can hear and the dog people can hear. Sometimes I talk about different things. And I don't always talk about the dog people or with the dogs or for the dogs, but also any other things, household stuff, food and useful things, or housewife things, like how to take care of dog people or hide them warm blankets without electricity. When I call, I ask the dog people assistant to put their iPhone very loud so that when I talk, the assistant can hear and the dog people can hear. Sometimes I talk about different things. And I don't always talk about the dog people or with the dogs or for the dogs, but also any other things, household stuff, food and useful things, or housewife things, like how to take care of dog people or hide them warm blankets without electricity. Yes, there's such a thing as a warm blanket without electricity for dog people, or even for humans. It's kind of space grade. So if you want to keep your dog people warm, you don't have to buy electric blankets. Do not give your dog people electric blankets. My assistant bought some before without telling me, and when I heard about it, I said, no, take him away. It's too dangerous because the dog people might accidentally pee on the electric blanket, or they might keep leaking themselves. So when they drink water, they drip water everywhere and carry it onto their blanket. This is not safe. So we took them away. I told him to take them away, and now you can buy warm blankets for dog people without the plug. And apart from giving them cold water or even some ice in the water to keep them cool in a cool house, a shaded house, or with aircon, fans, etc., you still can give them also a cooling pad. The pad that when you yourself sit on it, it even feels very cool, yeah, along with any other devices that you have to keep your dog person comfy. And if you can afford to have your dog people in a room or in your room with big clear windows, then let them be in there, because they would love to look outside at the trees and grass and flowers in your garden, or if you live near the forest, in the forest or something like that. Because dog people belong normally in the wild. They have been domesticated since however long time in history. They got used to being along with humans, and even now living in condominiums or in apartments, they would love to see the scenery if they can. So if you have such a bright, clear room, give them that. At least in the daytime with you, where they can see outside the sky, the sun, trees, or even people walking around outside. If you cannot buy this warm mattress, very thin and very light anyway. If you cannot buy a warm pad in any way, then you can use these hand warmers to put them under their sheets or under their blanket, the winter blanket, winter sheet. Not directly onto their body, because it might burn their sensitive area, like their stomach, for example, where there is no hair. That's what I do for my dog people. Even if I'm not around them, I make sure they have all that, whatever possible. And if it's too hot, if you can afford aircon, then you give it to them. Even just a temporary one, like a portable aircon, they're quite cool. If you don't want to install a real aircon, drilling into the wall and all that, maybe it's too much cost, too much noise, and too much time. There are some new types of portable aircons. They're quite good. You could even put that aircon outside of your wall or outside of your net window and just put the pipe through and the cold air come in. And there's another hose to suck out the warm air from your room. And that warm air goes through the aircon. It becomes very cool. So there are many things nowadays that we are thankful to have. Very convenient and good. The dog people, they don't need any luxury, but they do need comfort. Yes, and need to be feeling safe and feeling loved, feeling that they have a home and their life will be happy, just like the way you want them to be happy. Dog people are beautiful inside. I mean, dog, cat people, whatever you choose or happen to adopt, they are happy to be with their caretaker. They think you are their mom and dad. I mean, in a physical sense, but in a spiritual sense, they know. They know who you are, they know who they are. They're more clear than humans about the spiritual matters of each person. Also, they know whom they are with and why they are with them. They will be loyal, like till death do us gods. In many cases, even more loyal than marriage partners or best friends relationships and many other relationships. Dog, cat, bird, duck, goose, turkey people. Oh, you name it all, even squirrel, skunk people. All kinds of animal people that you think they don't know anything, that they're just animals. No, no, no. They are very dignified beings and intelligent beings. Most of them come to you or choose you on purpose because they have a mission, either to protect you, to love you, to heal you, to make you feel comforted and loved. Or they bring fortune to your life, they bring good change into your system of life. Many things the animal people can do. It's just that physically they are not as able as humans, but invisibly, spiritually, and inside, they are very good help to humans, whoever takes good care of them. So if anyone who takes bad care of the dog people or is cruel to them or abuses them and all that, oh, they are very, very unaware of their fortune to have an animal person next to them. Because animal people, they're very, very powerful. If you have psychic power, you will see it. The way they work invisibly behind the physical body is incredible, incredible. They can see who is who even, because they can read auras. They can read energy, which many humans cannot. No matter what, they bring luck into humans' lives, and they're loyal, and they help you in many different ways that you wish you would know about it. And they would never boast about their favor they done for you. So many things, animal people, even animal people in the wild, if you happen to be near them or be kind to them, they will also take care of you invisibly and protect you in many ways. The animal people can reduce your illness, increase your happiness, your confidence, your intelligence even, and your more benevolent way of life. If you really tune into them, you might be able to see it. Oh, by the way, I also asked my dog people whether or not they're more comfortable, that peace is coming, peace is near, and officially maybe soon. They say, yeah, they're happy. That's why they are not so clingy and cornering themselves. But they walk confidently now, run and are happy, yeah, very confident and very self-assured and happy. I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for many other dog people who know the same thing. Some time ago, I asked my dogs group why they like to be with me so much, though my dogs carers take care of them too. Each one replied differently. For example, YW said, "Because kindness is hard to find." TY said, "You saved my life. It belongs to you." SZ said, "Because you saved my whole family, so you are my hero. I love you." And RN said, "You are my loving friend," etc. I didn't ask the other dogs. I guess they would say similar things. Recently, TY was very ill with a genetic issue. I asked God to allow me to take his karma instead. And TY said, "No, no, no, please do not. You have big world karma already." Well, I wanted to show you many of the talks between me and some kings, but I still couldn't make it. I have just finished thousands of photographs that have been crying for my attention since even last year. More than a year that have been stored in my camera and have never had enough time to do it all. I did some now and then here and there, but just recently I have finished doing it. Or actually some of them I didn't edit, I just edited roughly, but not completely. Also, I don't feel very happy because in my camera the photo is brilliant and beautiful, but when I transfer them to the PC to send them away, and that PC sends them to another PC to finish them, to air, then they don't look the same. It looks only like 30% of the color or 50% of the quality of it. And many times I just want to give up. I feel very sad and disappointed. That's one of the reasons why the photos have not been edited for a long time, but recently, just some days ago, a couple of days ago, I finished the last batch. There were 1,040 or something like that, more or less. At least it was more than 1,000. It was the last batch. There is so much all the time. Most of the time, it takes so long like that. So many photographs like that. I don't think I complain about working. I could go photographing all day long. I would never feel bored if I can discover something new and beautiful. And it is many hours when I can afford to go out and take photographs. Many hours, and come back with many hundreds or more than many thousands. But I don't always have time to do that. So now and then, if I can afford to go out and do it, it will last, for every day, for a long time, until I have the next batch to give to them. There were 1,040 or something like that, more or less. At least it was more than 1,000. It was the last batch. There is so much all the time. Most of the time, it takes so long like that. So many photographs like that. I don't think I complain about working. I could go photographing all day long. I would never feel bored if I can discover something new and beautiful. And it is many hours when I can afford to go out and take photographs. Many hours, and come back with many hundreds or more than many thousands. But I don't always have time to do that. So now and then, if I can afford to go out and do it, it will last, for every day, for a long time, until I have the next batch to give to them. Most of them mix the old ones and the new ones. So you could never know where I have taken those photographs. And even if you're with me, you might miss them too, on the ground or on the trees. I just have a very keen eye because I love them. I love the trees, the flowers, even the grass flowers, so tiny, tiny. Maybe just 1 millimeter kind of grass flower, but when I take them into my camera and come home and edit them, oh, they become beautiful and lovely, lovely, lovely. They become more visible, of course. The beauty is already there, just more visible on the screen. And the editing time for me also takes, many, many hours for every batch. Every batch could be 100, more or less, or 200 photographs. And it takes a long time. Every day I do some. I'm not like professionally just worried about photography. And then I also told you that I'm very frustrated because the camera is so brilliant when showing the photo. When it comes to the PC and comes to another PC, then it looks completely different. And many times I don't recognize the color is completely different. It's only 30% of the real color in my photograph. So you see, sometimes I feel I waste so much time. But I could not help it. I just want to show people that nature is so beautiful and worth preserving. Yes, that is my idea. Apart from me loving nature and loving beauty in nature, with nature, and by nature, of nature. Thank God I have some talented editors who help to kind of restore some part of the beauty that would otherwise have been lost through the computer's less complete program. We are trying different PCs. Perhaps someday we will have one that can completely capture the photographs that I have been diligently taken, thanking the trees, the flowers, and coming home, diligently editing them to render them the justice that they deserve, and to speak out loud for them through my lens that nature is truly, truly wonderful. They can show themselves a real color when you love them with your camera. I always praise them. Oh, you're beautiful, beautiful. Thank God that keeps you, makes you so beautiful. And thank you for letting me make you immortal on my TV screen. And they're very happy. You can see, if you pay attention, you can see most of my photographs have souls. They seem to lean onto each other, talk to each other, holding each other's hands, or comforting each other, or wanting to embrace, reaching out in some way. I see it all the time. I hope you really pay attention and read the language behind the lens, making you feel more happy looking at them, more appreciative of what God created for us. Please don't destroy any more wildlife, wild forest, wild nature anywhere, but preserve them, protect them, nurture them so that they can bring more happiness and health and wonder into your life. That's why I love to take nature photographs. I love everything else as well, but I can't just do too many things and everything. We have only limited time in our life, in every day, and I have so many things to do. Even if I have team members, many of them also sometimes need help, need family comfort, or need help in times of trouble. So I'm also quite busy, like a normal, mundane person, taking care of family and friends and dog, bird, people, even from a distance. We keep the love line alive, and I always feel like I have them with me. I feel close to them, like I'm not lonely at all, even if I don't see them. And I talk to them a lot, all the time, mostly, inside and outside. So they know that they are not neglected or unloved or abandoned, anything like that. I make sure they have whatever they need, the food, medicine whenever necessary, and all the comfort in their own home. They have their own room, They also have a cage when they like to go inside there for comfort and security feeling. They have warm blankets in winter. They have cold blankets in summer. And also they have enough coolness, depending on where they live with the modern technology, like with aircon, with fans, so they can feel breezy like in nature. And they can walk with their assistants. They can rest on the grass or walk around the trees, among the trees, within the tall grass, and they like it very much. If you can afford to take your dog person, sometimes out of the apartment, into the park or into the forest, please do, yes. But make sure that you're safe together, yeah? Maybe have a little walking stick in case some big wild animal person comes, and you can just prevent them from coming with the stick. Don't beat them, it's just you have a stick and you wave it and they know. They will probably be afraid or at least back off and leave you and your dog people alone. If you can, better go with another or a couple more family members or friends, yeah? Go where you know is safe, okay? Right. And remember, your animal people, mostly they're from nature, from the wild. So do not try to provoke them till they cannot bear anymore. Be gentle, be firm, be loving, be kind, and be considerate of their feelings and of their, mental or bodily nature. Yeah. They're not completely human the way you think they should be, but they love you till the end of the world. No one would love you more than your dog, your cat, your bird, your duck, your turkey, your goose people, your wild swan people that you became acquainted with. They will come running to you when you come home. Any of them. And the cow people even. There was one person who said that for 8 years he didn't see the cow person that he used to come to visit at that center. 8 years later, he didn't think he would remember him. No, when he came, the cow person came running and kind of rammed his head into that visitor. For 8 years, he didn't see each other. He went running and rammed his head into his chest because he recognized him and was so happy to see him. Many animal people are like that. If you're close to them and love them, they will never forget you. And even if your kids love dog people, but the dog people sometimes could be very unpredictable. If they see something or they hear something that's dangerous to the kid or to you, they would, kind of escape from the leash, from your hand and run to that area. So it could be too sudden that you might not have enough time to react and you might fall down and hurt yourself. Likewise, you must always take care that your kids are with you and just let them take the leash of the dog person for a short time with you always. Never leave your kid alone with the dog person, even though the dog person looks very gentle, domesticated, and very reliable. But you never know what the dog person has to do. You never know what's coming to you. The dog person sees it, knows it, hears it before you even realize it. And he might jump too fast for your protection. Some even invisible beings like ghosts and all that, the dog people can see, you cannot. And if these ghosts want to go by near you and harm you in some way, the dog person will bark frantically and take himself, run away from your leash, from your hand. You might not see anything, but he sees everything. The dog person sees everything, so please don't punish him, don't scold him. Why he just runs away from you and barks so loud at nothing like that. If you have time and you love dog people, you should study a little bit more about how to train the dog person, how to feed the dog person. There are many foods that are poison for them. For example, let your kids know, okay? Let your children know so they don't poison them by chance. Going back to king size King Sai commented that people, the humans, must practice the Kuan Yin meditation in order to have lasting peace. It means, of course, at least beyond here. But after I heard that, after I heard his second explanation, I did not feel happy. First I thought, we can do Kuan Yin meditation and dedicate some hours for the world, but King Sai said that's not enough for everyone. It could help, to pacify the world somehow, but it's not for every individual who doesn't do it. It could be helpful for their relatives, their friends, their intimate connections with the Kuan Yin practitioner, but not for the whole world, because how many people practice the Kuan Yin meditation anyway? That's what made me feel sad. I just thought that to myself, and then I told him that I even just advised him to have a vegan diet so that they can have no karma of killing, so they won't get killed so painfully in any way. Just that, and they couldn't do it. If the whole world becomes vegan, then we have peace already. At least in this lifetime, in this world. And if they all follow and do the Kuan Yin method, oh my God, then we will have heaven right away. Because all my so-called disciples, God's disciples, have known this. And they're thanking me to no end for changing their lives into a heavenly way of life. But how am I going to convince the whole world that has been so sick already, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, been so poisoned so deeply since long time, since times immemorial already? So I was so sad. I was thinking, all right, we probably can never have long-lasting peace. Maybe peace someday here and then no peace the other day there. We have witnessed it ever since, at least in this lifetime, or we can read the history, or we can see it in documentary films, that humans have never really learned to have peace with each other. There's always war, for any reason or for no reason at all. So I was thinking my poor disciples meditate so much, all their time spent on it. Even if many animal people come to me repeatedly, a lot more these recent days than usual, I don't ask them. But today I did ask. I said, who told you this? Who told you about peace and told me not to worry? She said that a brother told her. I said, which brother? I have so many in my group, many brothers, many sisters. Which one? She said, no, a brother from heaven. Is probably a brother bird who passed on from this world, but is now in heaven, and they are connecting with each other still. Even if many animal people come to me repeatedly, a lot more these recent days than usual, I don't ask them. But today I did ask. I said, who told you this? Who told you about peace and told me not to worry? She said that a brother told her. I said, which brother? I have so many in my group, many brothers, many sisters. Which one? She said, no, a brother from heaven. Is probably a brother bird who passed on from this world, but is now in heaven, and they are connecting with each other still. Just like when my dog person recently, last year died, I didn't have a chance to see her before she died. But she's happy, she's in New Land. And she still can contact one of my dog people who she'd been together with in the same room, sleeping in the same room. And if one was missing, the other one was panicking and didn't seem to want to eat or drink or was very sad. Mostly when I was there, then I would come and bring her to my room and tell her, your sister is going to be okay, she just needs some rest. The doctor advised her to rest, because of some genetic disease. But it's okay, it's under control now. But she just needs to be away for a while in the hospital to be treated, okay? So then the other one will calm down. And these two are very good buddy. So after the bigger one pass on, they can still contact. Yeah. That is the thing about the animal people's relationships. The animal people, they can do many things that many humans cannot do. And I'm so glad to know so much about the animal people kingdom. They're so worthy, they're so beautiful, they're so pure, so unconditional, so faithful. Oh my God, I could never talk enough about animal people. So I could never ever understand and accept the fact that some people really murder them and put their dead flesh into their mouths to eat. I could never understand that. Of course, children, they were young and they were forced into this situation to eat animal people's meat when they were young already. But adults, understand more. Why couldn't they question it? Why do they love dog people and eat the other animal people? Or use the other already made animal people's meat and feed it to their dog people? The dog people are helpless. They just eat anything you feed them. But if you train them from childhood, they know they would prefer vegetables, they prefer vegan food. I told you I used to feed seagull people on the beach in Italy and elsewhere. They just prefer my simple food, some bread and something like that, instead of staying in the sea and eating the fish people. They didn't like it. They say, very stinky fish people. But they have to eat it if they don't have any other food to eat. Anytime I feed them, they're used to it. They don't want to go to the sea to eat. They come back to that empty yard, so I feed them. And they're so very grateful, so very happy. And one time I was in a different place, not the same place, and I couldn't feed them because it's forbidden. But I went to another house, and there was a little yard, private yard. And the private people around, they didn't say much. One time, sorry. Okay, I'm back. So I went to the other house and they have something good that they used to like. This kind of many seeds, very nutty seedy kind of bread that they love very much. Of course, I didn't feed them to the full so that they still can go out and eat something from the sea, maybe seaweed or something, or whatever they eat. And I thought, oh, they don't know where I live now. I can't give it to them. But I called the name of the king of the seagull people of that group at the time when I used to sneakily feed them on the roof of my other house. And I just said, oh, King so-and-so, can you hear me? Do you know where I am? I have some food for you. Oh, immediately. Just, how long was that? 2 minutes. And I was far from the sea beach where they were. Immediately, I flew so fast, came to my house. I didn't expect that. So I didn't even have food in my hand. I said, okay, wait a minute, I bring it. And they did wait, quietly. No quacking, no noise, nothing, quietly. They knew I might be in trouble. Oh, and then I fed them. But I don't dare do that all the time because if you live near the city or in the community, people are not allowed to feed wild birds, people. They even advise you not to, Otherwise, I feed too many. I feed squirrel, fox, rat, cat, wild cat, and skunk people. All kinds of animal people that would come. It used to be like that, and this kind that has, what's the name of that? There are ones that have a lot of needles on their bodies. I forgot what they're called. I forgot. I feed them also. They also come. And it's funny, they're very small, but when they come to your house, the porch, if your porch is kind of stone or slats, they will make a big noise when they walk in. Bum, 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 like that. The hedgehog people, I think. Hedgehog people. Look similar. Some are bigger, some smaller, but the ones that came to me mostly are just in the vicinity, in the bushes nearby, and they're small. They are like the fists of your hands, or maybe they were babies. I didn't do much research about animal people or anything, I just love them. So if I see anyone and I can feed them, I would feed them. I miss them so much. I miss wild animal people. I miss my dog, miss my bird people so much. They miss me also, but at least we can communicate inside. Alright, we don't talk about all that much because I will miss them too much. So every time I see any animal or person hurt or being abused or neglected or brutally harassed. I feel as if it's my animal person. I feel so bad. I feel so helpless.
Animal cruelty appears to be on the rise in the United States. It's estimated that approximately 10 million animals die from abuse or cruelty every year. That's according to a report from the ASPCA. But there's another victim in these cases, children who witnessed the abuse. A study conducted by the FBI found that children in the presence of animal abuse suffer significant trauma, become desensitized to violence, and have a higher likelihood of displaying violence themselves.
PETA recently sent an undercover investigator into this facility where they captured this disturbing footage on hidden cameras that they allege shows nearly 10,000 parakeets crammed into filthy cages.
When it comes to factory farming, extreme confinement is the name of the game. Like hens forced to live so densely they can't even spread their wings. And pigs confined in cages so small they can't even turn around. Animal equalities investigators documented a pig breeding facility recently where mother pigs are forced to live the majority of their lives in cages barely larger than their own bodies.
We came behind the stadium where the elephants perform, and we found this juvenile elephant. He has a gaping red wound at his temple. He also has a broken leg. The other one is chained up. He looks totally emaciated, skin and bones. And this is the worst shape I've seen an elephant in Thailand. All in the name of entertainment.
Etc.
The animal people, they're like children. So imagine if your child, or any child, being in their kind of situation, that child would feel very, very scared, very frightened, and their heart would feel very, very, very hurt, very terrified, especially if they have no one around to protect them, to help them. I feel so helpless. I feel like I don't ever do enough of anything for this world. For the unjustified suffering that was measured upon the helpless, like children, babies, animal people, victims of the wars, and victims of gangsters, victims of human traffickers and all that stuff. I feel I never do enough. I can't do enough. I have never liked to stay in this world, but I said to myself, at least I can do something if I stay, help as many as I can. So I'm still here, and I thank God for allowing me to do whatever I can with His grace, and that I'm still here to help. All right, this is one part of my diaries that I might send out to you. At least it's maybe entertaining you. Or it reminds you to be kinder to the helpless animal people or babies in the wombs or in your own womb, to think about, to protect that little angel inside your body and nourish him or her when they come out. Pray God to protect them and to make them become the most decent citizens that you wish to have for the world. I think that's it for today. It just came spontaneously, even though I planned to present to you my conversation with the king. But sometimes I feel a little shy also, because when they come, they just praise me too much and love me so much and show so much respect and love to me, and I feel embarrassed also. But never mind. I said the truth should be told no matter what. But then I don't always have time. I don't know why today seeing the bird people and talking to the bird just make me talk like this. I normally don't ask them to come or anything. They just come all the time. Even sometimes late in the night. And they're supposed to go far away already to sleep. Or early in the morning. They're not supposed to wake up so early before the sunrise, but they still do it and come and tell me good news. Almost every day I hear good news. Not just once every day, more than once. But at least I feel grateful to God for comfort in my heart in some way. Thank you, Sire. Thank you so much. My Mappa. Thank you, God, Almighty God, most powerful, utmost powerful God, utmost merciful God, utmost benevolent God, utmost loving God, utmost compassionate God, utmost merciful God. Thank you for blessing us all on this pitiful planet. At least somewhere on earth people still can live happily. They don't know what comes tomorrow. I told them the way to live happier and even ever after. But not too many listen, so I'm so sorry. Nevertheless, we still thank you for your unconditional love. May you be free from all the suffering feeling, seeing your beloved children going to the worst place that no one can imagine, and suffering too much, too much. I'm trying so hard, sir. Please be merciful to all of us. Thank you, sir. Amen. It's funny. After I already said goodbye in our last video, I came out trying to come out of the tent, wanting to just take a break and lock the fence around the tent. Then I saw a glowworm. It's so beautiful because my area there's no light, so you can see very well, because in the dark you can see very well. So I quickly took some photographs to let you see what she looks like. She's a female. And according to research, after 2 years old in adulthood, these worms, they don't eat anymore. Oh, and they can continue living, and even will birth babies and all that. Well, they have no mouths. Can you believe a being with no mouth and doesn't eat? This is such an incredible creation for such a very little worm like that. My camera is not all that good in the dark, but I captured some interesting size and shape of the worm. So I think I'm going to show it to you. Oh, by the way, I was surprised to hear she told me, peace is here, not fear. Peace is here, not fear, 2 times. And I say thank you and God bless, and you are beautiful. And I asked her if I could take some photographs, and she allowed it. In the photographs, you don't see any shape of a worm at all. You just see the light, and it's very beautiful in the night. And she was everywhere. She wouldn't go. She just went right in front of my tent area, in front of my tent door. Actually, right next to the bushes in front of my fenced-in area. Just a small, like 4 square meters in front of the tent, so that I have more room to walk around, and also for working outside when inside is too hot. Sitting meditation sometimes in the open, not always in a tent, unless there's some sign of maybe being unsafe or something. Yes. I thank God for such an experience, because I never expected a tiny worm like that glowing in front of my tent and telling me good news. Yes, and even letting me photograph her. I'm just editing some photographs. I'm not sure if the video is better or not, very short video, because when I have a big light on for video, she feels scared. So I quickly shut it off and I apologized to her. The same, so I just want to make you immortal by putting you and your beauty on the screen of my television channel. She's okay with that. It's just, I guess she hardly encounters such a big light, on top of her, and somebody just standing there doing God knows what. I'm just trying to capture the beautiful encounter. I hope you all will enjoy. I thank her so much. Such a beautiful creature can have so much energy to glow beautifully like that, and sometimes blinking like a flashlight, and didn't eat anything since 2 years old. And she has a name even. Her name is spelled D-I. So I say, that means you call yourself like Die? She say, no, D. D-I, but pronounced D. I say, okay, Miss D, very nice to meet you. I'm sorry because I was asking you what you want to eat. If there's anything I can offer, and you say nothing, so I was thinking you're not hungry at night. But later, I did some research on the internet, and it says that you eat nothing. You eat other things until you're 2 years old, and then you don't eat anymore since then. And I asked her how long she lives then, generally, for her species, for her kind of being. She said about 6 years. Wow, that's a long time. Longevity for such a tiny little being. Oh my goodness. So many creations in the world, and we hardly know all of them. It's the first time I saw a glowworm in front of my tent, and she just stood on the ground or sat on the ground and kept glowing. Sometimes low light, sometimes bright light. For a while, bright light, and then for a while, low light. Wow, it's fascinating. I'm going to send the photos to my team to present them to you. And thank you for following the beautiful glowworm with me. I feel it was really a privilege and very interesting. Such a small little being like that even came to my door and comforted me, saying, peace is here, not fear. Oh my God, why do they care so much and understand my feeling? I fear not for myself, but for the whole planet. Oh my God, such a tiny being like that. Doesn't want to eat, has no mouth, and lives until 6 years long. Incredible, incredible. Dear God, thank you, sir, for opening my eyes to so many things in the world that I did not know. Such a being is so powerful and so interesting and so sweet, coming from where I don't know. I haven't seen her all this time since I have moved here. I guess maybe April, May, June, July. Well, 3 months and a half, or 3 months since I'm here. I have never seen any of her kind anywhere. I wish you all the best, my beautiful Dee, and may God bless you in this life and whenever the next stage of your evolution is. I wish you high spirits, contentment, happiness, and enlightenment, and that your partner will see your light tonight or any time to come to accompany you, comfort you, give you love and happiness. Thank you, God. Amen. Okay, I've sent my team some incredible photos of her light in the night with just my simple telephone flashlight and camera. I also sent a short video so you can see what she looks like with the flashlight. Normally you can see only a dot, in the dark square, but I put a flashlight on her so you can see what she looks like. So in case you ever see her when you are walking in the forest or in your garden, if you see her, please protect her. She's such an incredible creature. And God really created so many wonders that we don't ever have a chance to know them all. Just protect them all, please. Even though she looks like an ordinary bug, but in the night she's so incredibly beautiful like that. Without eating anything, without any mouth, can produce such incredible, beautiful light that's glowing in the dark. So have respect for her, because she will make more glowworms like that to light your yard, to light your forest, and sometimes she even goes into your house. In Vietnam, I remember my mother told me about some lucky signs. The first one, the best one, is a glowworm coming into your house. And the second is when the mouse person is clicking their teeth in your house. And the third is if the oil lamp in your house, the wick of the lamp of your house, the oil lamp, the old ancient one, and not the modern one. In some rural areas in Vietnam or elsewhere, they still have the oil lamp. And if the wick of the oil lamp in your house forms a flower-like shape, that is a sign of luck also. So the first sign, the best one, is if the glowworm comes into your house and glows in your house. Second is when the rat people are chirping in your house. And the third is the oil lamp producing a flower from the wick. Okay? So remember, protect them because they might come into your house and bring you good luck. Thank you in advance, and we thank God for all wonderful creatures in the world, and we will try to protect them all whenever we see any of them, even such a small worm like that, with such a story, yeah? Such a story, my goodness, and such a bright light like that in the darkness. So beautiful, so beautiful. If you see it, treasure it, because we don't know how long our planet can last with so many wonders like that. Please be vegan. Please make peace. And God will do the rest. Amen. I love you all. May God bless us all. Amen.
Sorry, sensitive images, but in reality, it's absolutely heartbreaking.
Actually, I thought that was the end of my day and the story of Miss D. But she somehow connected with me again, and so I asked her whether or not she's happy with her life like that. She said no. I asked, what is it that you're not happy with? She said, because lost mouth cannot eat. Oh, I said, oh, that is of course terrible. And I understand. But it's a wonder that you are still going around, living your life, and even glowing such a big light like that for your size. I don't know how you do it. Can you tell me? When I first saw her, I asked her how I should address her, you know. Are you male or female? Because I don't know much about your kind of being. So first she said, male. So I thought, oh, she's male. So I said he and all that. But then afterwards, more words materialized to me. She said, males seducer. Oh my God, what a language and what a way of expression. I guess she means she's female, but just a way of humorously expressing it. Quite humorous. Okay. I really cannot believe that she even came and delivered good news like that so eagerly. And another spider also came. Every day somebody comes, and today is the first time I met a worm who came to deliver peace news and comforting words. From where did you hear that news? Can you tell me? Oh, world people talk a lot about it. That's how she heard it. Your English is so good. I'm really surprised and impressed. Also, I like your sense of humor. Karma, peace is really heavy for you. Oh, thank you. I know that. I know that. But what to do? What to do? This world is like that. I don't mind bearing the peace karma for people, but they could not even escape even if I do anything and many things for them, because they do not believe what I said. Maybe not. That's why they don't follow what I have suggested and advised them. Maybe they listen to your words, but their habits they cannot cut off so easily. Yeah, you're right. I know that's also one of the reasons, and it's so sad because it's doable. The karma of peace, the karma of killing is preventable, but it doesn't look like it's happening very soon. Some people say 2026 will be a vegan world year. Everybody will become vegan, but I haven't seen anything on as grand a scale as that. Although the world has improved with veganism, more vegan food is produced, making it easy and at a reasonable price for people to buy. But I guess only the more people buy, the more this vegan business will grow. According to demand, there will be supply. Right now, it's still not as much as the way I would like, because I want to really save this world. I want to save people's souls. I want them to be liberated from suffering forever. But what can I do? In the human world, I'm just a little woman, and the karma cut me off from my workers, from my people, from the animal people that I love, also from the place I used to live, and it was comfortable and easy. Even that I cannot have. And even a little security and safety is always very kind of fragile and unstable. I can hardly protect myself. I have nobody with guns or knives or kung fu around me. So even if you're sad that you cannot eat, many people are sad for many things. For me, I'm the saddest one on the planet, I think, because many things I see are not right. It's just so beyond cruelty, beyond brutality, beyond barbarousness, barbarous actions. It's just, if sadness can break your heart, then it would break mine. It broke many times, even though invisibly. It's very difficult to bear this world. But I feel so awed and so, you could say, shocked that you, such a humble, tiny little bug or beetle, can know so much about karma. How do you know all this? I mean, this thing only I know. I mean, humans, they do know, but I don't think they know the depth of peace karma that affects me and my work, my life, my happiness, my own peace, everything. So how do you even know about that? Your life is so short and your needs are not really fulfilled. How do you know peace karma is heavy for me? How do you know that? Could you please tell me? Not kind of humans to treat each other and other beings in such a hell way. Wow, your English is really good. Your knowledge, philosophy, and wisdom are truly remarkable. Yes, her continue talking, huh? Failed to kind of save the world, to secure it. Yes, you're right. You're right. You put it very mildly and kindly. Yeah, it's easy to do the opposite, to save people, to save this world, to help each other, because God gives so abundantly that we could even fit many worlds over, not just our world alone. If they all know how to behave and to love one another, my God, it's so easy to create heaven on earth. Don't you think, Dee? Yes, I think so. That's what she said. But tell me, how did you become so wise? I mean, which school have you gone to? It's like in our world, we go to school, go to college, go to university to obtain some kind of knowledge. So you can have some kind of certificate and then you can get a job, be a respected person in society. Which school did you go to? How did you obtain such a wise philosophy like what you have just expressed? Could you please tell us? Yes, can tell. You are a master of wisdom and have so many disciples and followers, but you are not young anymore. What do you mean by that? I'm still very young. Because of that, you don't have enough strength to win the battle against the negative. Well, thank you very much. I wish you wish me better than that. But I'm happy that you are honest and you talk sincerely, truthfully, and genuinely from your heart and not trying to just make me happy and not dare to tell the truth. But may I tell you something that's a little contradictory to what your opinion was that you have just expressed. Now, this battle between positive and negative is not like a wrestling kind of stage or boxing venue, you know? We fight with inside spiritual power and knowledge, wisdom, as well as the compassion for humanity and all beings. That's our goal, to fight. We don't fight just for fun or to be famous or to be loved or to be revered. As I grow older, I feel wiser. I feel more deep inside my heart to be even more determined to fight for what's right and to save souls from suffering in hell and any other lower worlds. And that motive is really pushing me forward and upward all the time. And of course, we hope to win, because hell is really hell. There's too much suffering for anyone who enters it, especially to enter the eternal hell door. One never can get out. Imagine if it's you. Imagine if your children or your husband, your beloved one, have to fall into hell. Wouldn't you like to try with all your might to save them? Because how can anyone endure such eternal suffering like that? Or even just some years or some 10 years. It's horrible. And if we have any heart, any feeling, any sympathy, any love, any compassion, we would try our best to rescue them. Don't you think? So The age doesn't matter because this fight, it doesn't need muscle. I'm still alive, very alert, and I'm working every day more than more than 8 hours a day sometimes, almost all day, all night as well. And I sleep very little, just resting very little, and eat whatever, yeah? You see, we're not talking about physical strength here, we're talking about the spiritual strength, the strength from Godhead, from the source of all creation, from the source of all love, all life, all unconditional sacrifice for the good cause, to save the meek and the weak and the ignorant. They're born with God's love and wisdom, but they have been blindfolded and bound hand and foot while thrown into the sea to swim. Imagine how much more helpless any being can be. So even if I am dying or older than now, I still continue to fight for them. And I will win. That's how I feel now. Now, this battle between positive and negative is not like a wrestling kind of stage or boxing venue, We fight with inside spiritual power and knowledge, wisdom, as well as the compassion for humanity and all beings. That's our goal, to fight. We don't fight just for fun or to be famous or to be loved or to be revered. As I grow older, I feel wiser. I feel more deep inside my heart, to be even more determined to fight for what's right and to save souls from suffering in hell and any other lower worlds. And that motive is really pushing me forward and upward all the time. You see, we're not talking about physical strength here, We're talking about the spiritual strength, the strength from Godhead, from the source of all creation, from the source of all love, all life, all unconditional sacrifice for the good cause, to save the meek and the weak and the ignorant. They're born with God's love and wisdom, but they have been blindfolded and bound hand and foot while thrown into the sea to swim. Imagine how much more helpless any being can be. So even if I am dying or older than now, I still continue to fight for them. And I will win. That's how I feel now. I used to have a question also with God like this. I asked God, why do you let me know so much nowadays compared to when I was younger? Why didn't you let me know when I was younger? So I could have done much better work. So do you know what God said to me? He said, now you are mature. You are like a ripened fruit. If it was when much younger, then you just like a sour fruit, inedible, and could even be useless. Now you are ripe. You're good. The power is even more accumulated within you now. More wisdom is matured within you now. More courage, more determination to do your work despite all the danger, the obstacles, and all the inconveniences you face. Or even maybe the aged body also makes you less comfortable than before. But you have more power because it's just like you do business. The longer you do business, if you're wise and good and successful, you will earn more, accumulate more wealth. You can't do that all at once or in a short time at your young age. Because the more time you have, the more you accumulate your wealth. It's just like the longer you stay on the planet, the more affinity you can have with more beings, and the more you even draw down all of your spiritual strength and invincible power. That's why I let you know so many things now, and not when you were younger. It was not the time. Now is the time. I really understood that. And I thank God for always teaching me quietly or openly, loving me unconditionally, protecting me every nanosecond of my life. And I draw strength from God, from my own spiritual bank all the time, from heaven down to earth. It takes time, you know. We are not in heaven. So even if I want to gather all my power, it has to take time. Some part at a time, some part at a time. One cannot withdraw all the spiritual power all in one go. It's not possible in the system of the universe, and also the physical body will not be able to withstand such a huge, incredible amount of spiritual power within me from my higher self and from God's blessing. I really understood all that, and I had no more questions for him. How about you? What do you think? What do you think, Dee? Can you tell me? I'm listening, Miss Dee. Beautiful Miss Dee, I'm listening. You think about it and tell me, yeah? World peace is coming, and you will be the people's hero, and be revered. Well, thank you. Thank you, Miss D, for your compliment. And is that a prediction? Is it a prediction? Yes? Thank you. I heard that many times, over and over again, even from our most powerful, God Himself, Mapa, my parent, our only parents. But I never feel much about it. I would just be too overwhelmingly happy if peace does really come, finally, to free all people and all beings from related pain and suffering, untold suffering, and more future suffering in hell if they don't stop the war. But to be revered and titled a hero, I'm not sure. You know why? Because not everybody knows what I'm doing. I might talk about this and that and for peace what I'm doing, but how would they even believe me? If they do not kind of slander me, criticize me, and wrongly accuse me as a liar, I would be thankful to God already. But even if they do that, I still fight for them because I cannot bear to see them suffer in hell. I know what it's like. Many people in the near-death state have gone down to hell and came back and told us so many horrible things. Hell does exist. My own so-called disciples even went to hell with me, for example, to rescue their friends or relatives or family members. But also sometimes they went alone, and I gave them some kind of, in the spiritual world, not in the physical world. They will get some kind of special entrance card, from me, so they will be safe to go down and rescue their friends, family from a previous life or this life, even if they don't remember them as relatives or friends, due to different appearances in new reincarnation or different relatives and friends and different families. Some do remember, some cannot, because they burned too much in hell. They all burnt out, they can't remember much. And that was even for lighter hells, Imagine those heavy hells, non-stop punishment all day, all night. They cannot even think of anything. They don't remember God, they don't remember Lord Jesus. They don't remember any Buddha's name.
Kính gửi sư phụ từ bi nhất, con 7 tuổi. Chiều ngày 7 tháng 9 năm 2024, con thiền pháp môn Ấn Âm thì thấy thể nghiệm nội tại như sau. Con đang ở thiên đàng, sư phụ kêu con xuống địa ngục cứu người. Sư phụ cầm thánh giá vẽ vòng tròn, rồi cầu thang hoa sen hiện ra, cho con đi xuống. Bước vào cửa ngục có tên ngục mưa bọ, nghĩa là bao gồm những con ong, muỗi, ruồi, mối. Những con bọ này ăn thịt người, hút máu của người trong ngục và ăn luôn bộ xương. Rồi con đi qua ngục khác có tên mưa móng nhọn. Móng nhọn của các con vật ở đây nhiều như mưa. Nó đâm vào người ta thủng lỗ, chảy máu, đau đớn và chết. Con qua ngục mưa ngà voi và sừng trâu, từ trên không trung rơi xuống rất nhiều sừng nhọn, cứ đâm thủng vào người. Họ la hét dữ dội và những hình phạt như thế cứ lặp lại. Con đi qua ngục mưa rắn sắt thì chui lũng thân người, rồi bò ra những đầu ngón tay và chui vào lỗ mũi, lỗ tai. Tội nhân đau đớn không tả xiết. Rồi đến ngục mưa đao mưa kiếm. Trên trần gian, con người làm điều ác như thế nào, giết người thân động vật rồi chiên nướng ra sao, thì xuống địa ngục họ bị hình phạt y như vậy, và còn rất nhiều ngục khác nữa, vân vân. Lúc đó, con lấy cái túi hoa sen mà sư phụ đã đưa cho con trước lúc xuống địa ngục. Con thu hết tất cả những người ở đây vào túi, quá nhiều người nên cái túi phình to khổng lồ. Rồi con bay lên đưa cho sư phụ. Con thấy những người đó quỳ trước mặt sư phụ và sám hối, hứa không ăn thịt người thân động vật nữa. Họ sẽ ăn thuần chay, tu hành và đi làm từ thiện. Lúc đó, sư phụ làm phép biến ra rất nhiều cái xác mới cho linh hồn họ nhập vào, rồi cho xuống trái đất để tu hành. Con xin mọi người gấp rút ăn thuần chay tu hành, vì con đi xuống địa ngục rất nhiều lần rồi. Nhiều ngục lắm, không kể hết. Không phải có một mình quý vị ở dưới địa ngục đâu, còn có gia đình, thân quyến của quý vị ở dưới đó nữa. Con xin mọi người đừng ăn thịt các bản thân động vật nữa. Họ cũng là người, không phải thức ăn. Đệ tử Hữu Nghĩa, tổ Âu Lạc, Việt Nam, etc.
Even in this lifetime, people are still alive. They don't remember much about God or Buddha, Lord Jesus, saints and sages even. This life, I don't like this world anymore. That for everything you have to pay with suffering. And have you ever seen hell? Miss D? Are you Miss or Mrs.? Miss, yes, young and beautiful. Huh? Yeah. I wish I could be young and beautiful like you. But I don't really mind. I don't mind much how I look. So I don't really take good care of myself that much, just the minimum. Have you been to hell? No, thank God. But do you know what hell looks like? Yes, how do you know? Oh, because you can see from inside. Wow, you are insightful. You must have practiced a lot spiritually in a past life or this life also, right? Oh yes? Good for you. What is hell like? Can you tell me how you saw it? Horrible? Of course, I told you. That's why I'm working hard. Even as you say, I'm too old now. But what does it matter if you're old or young? As long as you can do your job, that's what counts, right? Miss D, you are a very interesting being. I'm really glad to know you. You gave me a shock today, because I didn't know that the glowworm could talk so clearly and wisely and in perfect English. Anything else you want to tell me, my dear? No? All right. Do you have a partner that comes to visit you and accompany you, comfort your life yet? No? And do you want one really? Yes? Fine. I wish you to have a handsome, good, gentle, and kind one, and who loves you very much. With God's blessing and God's grace, I truly feel very privileged to be able to meet you today and talk to you for such a long time like this, with such a wise woman. By the way, may I ask, for what purpose have you become a glowworm? I mean, why are you a glowworm and not anything else? Yeah, I know. You say you know. I think I know, but I just want you to tell me. just, the main point? Could you tell me if you like? If you don't like, of course, I would not dare to force you. What have you done to earn this beautiful, incredible life with glowing light everywhere you go, anytime you want? Miss D said to me, "You are a very strong woman." Thank you. I do really wish also that you're right, that I could be younger with all the wisdom and treasure I have right now. But you can't have everything in this world. So either I am better inside, but become older. So whatever it is that God arranged, it must be perfect. Any other words you want to tell me? Oh, no then. All right. I thank you so much for this privilege of seeing you and being able to have a conversation with you. You really shocked me a lot. I never thought I would have a conversation with you. Many other beings also come every day to me and tell me similar things to what you told me. But up to now, I haven't asked them about their own private feelings or their incarnation and all that. You still don't tell me why you are what you are now? You don't want to tell, right? Yes or no? No? Okay, fine. Fine, I understand, and thank you so much. I could find out, but I don't want to. If you want to keep it private for yourself, I will not go into the Akashic record or anywhere to find out why you are what you are. But you are also a very respectful lady and beautiful in the heart as well. I wish you all the best. And if you ever want to have another better or higher evolution, I wish you, with God's blessing, to be successful in that. If you ever need me for anything, please tell me. If I can help, I would help. With all my heart, I bid you farewell. And please take care of yourself and remember God. Remember me too, yeah? I will remember you. I will tell all my disciples about you. And I send your photograph, your light body photograph, so that they can have a look, and maybe the world people are also interested to have a look and know about you, so that they will see you, your life, your existence with different eyes, and be more respectful, more loving, more kind, more protective toward you and your kind and many other kinds of beings. Thank you very much. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, and wish you the best partner who will come to you soon with God's blessing and love. Bye for now. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, my dear disciples, the conversation continued with Miss D up to now, like for many hours now. It started like from 10 or 10:30 and it just ended now. It's about, when I look at the clock, now it's 2:04 in the morning. But actually, I worked meanwhile until she came in and connected with me again. I looked before outside, but I didn't see her glowing light anymore outside in front of my tent cover area. I mean, the fence outside of my tent. I don't see her there anymore. Maybe she left already. She just came to deliver the peace message. Wow. It's a very interesting conversation. Well, I hope you will enjoy it and make something out of it. Or any of the viewers might like it and learn something from it. From the humble little glowworm. I hope maybe one day we can have a conversation again, because she's interesting and she taught me a lesson now, that all the beings that come to me, they have their own story to tell and their own wisdom to be made into lessons for anyone who is interested. Wow. Oh, actually, why should I forget that? Why shouldn't I think that a glowworm can talk to me? Because I remember now, many little spiders and sometimes other beings, very tiny, also come and talk to me. We didn't have a big conversation all the time, of course, but at least they can talk. They can always talk if they want to. I will not force them to talk. So mostly if they don't say anything, I just say thank you and that's it, let them go. But maybe I should have asked more questions, then they would tell me something. Now I'm going to wake your brother up to send this final audio talk to you, to concern him. Sorry if it's late and you have to work hard, but we don't do this every day. I'm really glad that I have enough energy today to work through up to now, but many of the shows from Supreme Master TV, they are still hanging in there. After I send this, I will continue to work probably all the way until 4 or 5 o'clock like yesterday again. So ciao for now. God bless. God bless us all. Amen. God will bring peace to us soon. Into the official record. Right now they're still talking about peace, but there's nothing signed yet. Nothing official or important has been signed. So God will bring world peace for us. God will bring world vegan to us. Pray so. Dear Mapa, thank you, sir. Amen. So now I realize after all that Miss D is one of your brothers and sisters. And the bird person today, she told me also one brother told her. So you have so many kinds of brothers and sisters now. So be watchful when you talk about something, because this Miss D, when I asked her how she knew about the peace news and all that, she said the world people all talk about it. So that means all the beings like animal people, bird people, worm people, etc., they all know about it. Yeah, like the squirrel person also knew about it. One of the squirrel people climbed onto my tent roof because it's next to a tree, so he climbed on the tree and then he happened to land on the plastic roof, and the plastic is very slippery, and he kept fighting to stand on top as high as possible to talk to me about world peace stuff, just like everyone else. And then I said, you mind your own safety first, climb on the tree first, and then we can talk. And he was struggling and just kept climbing up and down, like climbing up and then sliding back down again, because the roof is kind of slanted. It was very funny, but he was determined to stay. He doesn't run anywhere. He doesn't roll down on the floor. He doesn't climb back on the tree. Finally, I said, please climb on the tree, and then he did. So behave yourselves. Hey, guys, I just remembered now. I forgot. Of course, they can all speak. I remember the spider who saved my life in Taiwan one time. I told you that the snake was under the sofa and was trying to climb onto the sofa and bite me. Yeah, remember that? Actually, he said the exact words like this: not turn off light. Not grammatically correct. Like, not turn off light. Talk very fast. Not turn off light. Leave the sofa. That's what it was. So I was kind of surprised because I was meditating. I didn't see the snake, but suddenly I woke up and I thought I would write something in my diary, yeah? And then he was staring at me, the spider, and I said, what now? And then he told me that again, yeah? He probably told me already during my meditation, I didn't hear. He said, the snake will harm you. Not turn off light. Leave the sofa. The snake will harm you. That's what he said. Before that, I had the message. It's saying, be careful, the snake will harm you. But I thought, I don't go to the garden, then it's okay. So only that night when the snake already came inside, then the spider warned me again. Then I saw the snake, then I know, that's what it is.
Wow.
Actually, I asked the spider, why are you so good to me? That's the second time you helped me. The spider told me that, because you are very kind-hearted. You have never killed us. I said, kill you? How would I even think about that? He said, not just the spider type, but you You save all the insects from your house. You never killed any of us insects. So we also have to help you. That's what he said. And the spiders talk to me many times still now, just now also. When I came back into the tent, there was a little spider waiting on the table for me. And he said the same thing. Peace is here. Not be afraid. I tried to catch him to bring him outside, but he escaped after that. Okay, just want to tell you that we should all remember that not only human spies may spy on us, but all the animal people, the insects everywhere, they all know what we're doing and what we're saying. And just like the spiders say that they know that I don't kill any insects or anything. Remember in one of my talks from Taiwan, I think it was in Ilan somewhere. Yes, Ilan storehouse. Okay then. Remember all that? Remember God all the time. If you have a master, remember your master is also okay. If your master is very high, then it's also good enough. Because the high master is one with God inside. Okay, I let your brother go to sleep. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning and I keep waking him up. I told him because these things are important. Who knows if tomorrow we still can record and send. All right, thank your brother for me. I thanked him already. God bless. Love you.